Here are 3 ways that you could tell if a man is on a down low. Number 1, he is using your relationship as a cover up. He can't stand you and he's very jealous of you because he's fighting inner demons. He's mad that he can't come out the closet the way that he wants to. So you will be punished in that relationship because he is struggling with his identity. He targeted you and he chose you because you are going to help him clean up his identity. You're going to help him with his fake facade. See, he wants the community and his family and friends to believe that he married a gorgeous woman. You're super successful. It has nothing to do with love and totally about his image and tricking people and deflecting off the fact that he's a closeted homosexual. But what's going to happen within that marriage? He's going to bully and punish you. Whether you're living with him, y'all are engaged to be married, y'all just living together, y'all married, whatever the situation is, he's going to bully you in that relationship because number 1, he's envious of you. You are an actual woman. You got boobs. You got a nice booty. You got coochie. You're dressed fly. You look good. And when you walk into the room, you're going to get the attention of men. He wants the same attention as you from men. And because he can't come out the closet and live in his truth, you'll be bullied and punished for that.
Wait, so he's jealous of me because he wants to be me? That is wild. I mean, I get the cover up thing. We've seen that in movies. But the bullying part, that's just toxic. If you're struggling with your identity, don't take it out on the one person supporting you. Girl, that energy is just, nah. Honestly, life is too short to be someone's human shield while they treat you like the enemy. You deserve someone who's happy with who they are. And if he's not, well, that's not your burden to carry. Trust me on that one. Now let's look at this next point.
Number 2, he spends a lot of time with one specific homeboy. I mean, he spends a lot of time with this homeboy. They always run in the streets together. He's got a whole woman at home. Y'all are married, y'all are engaged, y'all are living together. Why is he spending more time with his homeboy running the streets than he does with you? That's because they're fucking. Yeah, they're fucking. I said what I said. Do the investigation and come back and thank me later. No man is supposed to spend too much time with his homeboy. And he got a whole woman at home. He's more loyal to his homeboy than he is to you because they're lovers. Number 3, pay attention to the way that he makes love to you. The way that he handles you. He's going to handle you like a man. And you're going to notice that the sex is going to become robotic. Ain't nothing wrong with a little rough sex here and there, but he's going to handle you like a man. He's going to be robotic with it. There's going to be an emotional disconnect. You got to pay attention to the pattern. He's been with a man and he wants to go back to being with a man and he does not enjoy sleeping with you. You can tell it and you can feel it. You got to pay attention. Be safe out here, ladies. It's ugly.
If you feel that emotional disconnect, trust your gut. It's usually telling you exactly what you need to hear before your heart breaks. So pay attention to the patterns, stay sharp, and don't let anyone play with your peace of mind. You got this, sis.
Phobic men out there usually are the gayest ones. So you're with this guy and you've already questioned him in your mind or other people have questioned him to you, but you're willing to deal with him because no, he actually is homophobic. He says horrible things about gay people and you may not like that. You may not be homophobic, but in your mind, him being homophobic gives you some sense of comfort that he's not gay. Let's be real about it. But the reality is that the vast majority of straight men don't even think about gay men. I mean, I do have straight men who are my friends and they're cool, but the vast majority are not thinking about us. We may be their friends, their cousins, their whatever, but they don't have any negative feelings about us as a whole. They don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about who other men are in the bed with. It's like, that's Paul, that's Kimon, that's whoever, Juan, my friend. Like, they don't care. And so when you have a straight man who is consumed with being negative towards gay men, it seems like he's personally offended by their presence. What does that tell you? He's personally offended by their presence because of one of 2 reasons. Because of the fact that their presence triggers him to feel like he could be discovered because what if that gay man spots me and looks at me too long? Or what if I actually look at him because that gay man's attractive? Or he is not really offended, but he's trying to make you believe that he's offended by their presence because of or their existence for that that matter, because of the fact that he wants to convince you, I'm so offended by this thing that I couldn't possibly be one of them. Pay attention to that. But above all, pay attention to your gut. I always say that women have the best gaydar on earth. You all see it and you all feel it immediately. And in every case where I've talked to a woman who said, I ended up in a relationship with a man who was on the DL, closet, whatever, you all always tell me the earlier signs that you saw. It was never that you didn't see the signs. It was never that you didn't have a gut feeling. It was that you were willing to ignore the signs because of the fact that you were afraid of being alone, or because you were convincing your mind that there were not enough good options. And this man treated you so good that you were willing to overlook your questions, overlook your suspicions, overlook your intuition, because this man, even with his questionable aspects of himself, was better than not having a man at all. The solution is not for DL men to all come out, because they're not going to do that. The solution is for you to trust your gut and start believing in the idea of abundance. Start positioning yourself in different places. Maybe in your community or even in your state or where you live, there are not a lot of men who are available for you. You need to start traveling more. You need to go to other places. You need to circulate in other spaces so that you can be exposed and to the kind of men that you want. Stop believing that there are not enough good men out there and settling for what's right in front of you. Reposition yourself to make yourself available to the kind of men who desire and deserve you.
And don't get me started on the gaydar thing. He said women have the best gaydar on earth. I mean, he's not wrong. We usually feel it in our gut way before we want to admit it. But that's the problem, right? We see the signs, the boy's trips, the way his eyes wander, and we choose to ignore it because we're afraid of being alone. It's hard out here. He said they pay for our silence with compliance. That just feels so transactional. Like you're giving me the perfect boyfriend experience in exchange for me not asking questions. Nah. You know what? I think society really does a number on us. We feel like if we aren't with a guy by a certain age, we failed. And that fear is exactly what these guys lean into. Honestly, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, well, he said it best. It's not a dog. If your gut is screaming at you that something is off, it probably is. Just saying. The solution isn't just for these guys to come out. Like he said, they aren't going to do that. The solution is for us to start believing in abundance. There are good men out there. Maybe they aren't in your city or even your state. Start traveling, circulate in new spaces. Don't settle for what's right in front of you just because you're scared of a little silence. At the end of the day, you deserve a man who is actually available to you, not someone playing a role. So, yeah.
Signs that your boyfriend is secretly DL. Nah, baby, don't shoot the messenger. Baby, I'm just the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help you. Go ahead and grab your notebook because you're gonna have to take some notes down, girl. Dude, I'm not even playing. DL men are really scary, and I do not want a man using you as a cover-up. Let's get into it. If your man is overly homophobic, now girl, you better run. And when I say homophobic, I don't mean like a little, oh, I don't support that. Like, I mean he'll go out of his way to make sure he doesn't look gay in any form. Like, if he's constantly being like, I can't stand gay people, I can't stand those type of people, or just can't stand seeing a freaking rainbow, then I'm sorry, girl, but you probably have a deal in your hands right now. And the reason he probably hates it so much is because he's dealing with some internal stuff. Now, girl, we're gonna get a little personal with number 2. So go ahead and cover your ears. When you guys are doing the you know what, and you know what I'm talking about, if he's really pushing on using the exit door instead of the front door, I'm sorry, baby, but you probably have a DL, man. I know you're probably crying right now because your man is DL, but I got tickets to the Ariana Grande concert next year. I'm sorry, you just needed some good news. Now, if your man is next to you, turn the volume down real quick. Put me on your ear. We're gonna put him to the test. Put the volume down. I'm going to play a sound out loud, and if he even turns to look, then I'm sorry, baby, but that man failed the test and he's a DL. Go ahead and turn the volume all the way up. I'm not playing, turn the volume up. Okay, put the volume back down. Get closer, girl, come on. Did he look? Tell me he didn't. Well, those are just some of the signs that your man may be DL. And I'm sorry if you had to find out this way.
Be missing the signs that a man is on the DL, and that's why y'all get played by him. The signs are easy to spot, so listen closest, all right? So the first sign that a man is gay and trying to hide it is usually that he inexplicably gets uncomfortable around gay men. I don't care if the gay man is walking by. I don't care if he's on TV, especially if a gay man tries to talk to him and he's in your presence or in the presence of his homeboy. Pay attention. He will get uncomfortable. You will see him tighten up. It's like this unconscious response within him, and it's because of the fact that he he does not want to be spotted, and he doesn't want to be associated with gay men. And so with that said, when somebody comes around or they're in his presence, he will get uncomfortable because he subconsciously is fearing that he'll be associated with being gay because he's associating with that particular man. I have plenty of straight male friends, and none of them are uncomfortable around us. The only men who are uncomfortable around gay men are men who are not comfortable with themselves. The second way of knowing that a man is gay and probably trying to hide it, and this is so obvious, all right, is when a man is a womanizer or is abusive. Let me tell you this. When a man is a womanizer or mistreats women, about 80% of the time, it's because he's on the DL. It's because he resents the fact that he has to be with women in order to prop up his image. So basically, he ends up transferring and projecting that discomfort onto the women that he's in a relationship with, or he overdoes it with women. He's always trying to be with a new one because he's trying to prop up his image to himself and to other people. So pay attention, because these are the signs and I don't want you to miss.
Signs a guy is DL. Secretly gay, secretly closeted. Obviously on Grindr, so many gay guys have it, so many DL guys have it. You can be a blank profile on there as well, ladies. Grindr shows you the nearest profiles. So if he has a profile, it's going to show you his profile. If he has a blank profile, which means he doesn't have a picture, just start flirting with all the blank profiles and get them to send you a face pic. They will. Play the Grindr notification sound. If he reacts, he knows what that sound is, and he'll have to explain why he knows it. If you do make a profile, use his email. If that email has been used, baby, something's up. You should definitely take my gaydar course on my website. It's basically, if you have a boyfriend and you want to know if he's gay, it's going to help you out. But of course, if you ever notice him looking at guys a lot, but looking at them up and down, he's checking them out. If you say the word gay or bisexual and he flinches, he's into guys, because only closeted men react like that. Why would a straight man react like that to the word gay? And I'm talking from experience, because when I was closeted and someone said the word gay, because I literally thought they were about to talk about me. And there are so many more signs, but one of them is if he is your boyfriend and he gets jealous of you. A lot of us may think, oh, my boyfriend's jealous because there are so many other guys flirting with me and he's protective over me. When you're dating a DL guy, he gets jealous of you, actually, because he's not jealous because people are flirting with you and he wants your attention. He's jealous because people are flirting with you and not him, because he wants that male attention instead.
One way to tell that your man is secretly gay, that he actually loves men than women, is the fact that he never wants to be intimate with you. The thought of being intimate with you makes him feel disgusting. He never wants to touch you. He never wants to do anything with you. He's probably down low. What he really wants is another man. And I know you might think that's a little drastic for me to think that way or to say that, but any woman who has been in this situation, they know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is what I want you to pay attention to. Why would a man get with a woman, usually an attractive woman, and then not want to do anything with them? Why would a man pursue a woman, do everything they can to get this woman? First of all, a man will only pursue a woman and want to be with the woman if he's attracted to them. That's the only way they're going to do that. Men, they're very, very straight up.
Let's get started. So if he's black and he's always talking about butt, girl, he is Beavis and Butthead. He doesn't care who is attached to that butt. He just wants it, okay? So that's probably DL. Also, if he has extreme feelings about his mother, so either he really hates her or he really loves her, that is representative of how he is going to feel about women, and oftentimes it's not healthy, and so he's probably DL. Now, if he's Hispanic and he's an alcoholic and he hates his dad or his dad hates him, he's probably DL. If he is white and he's an alcoholic and probably has a beer and hangs out with his boys more than his girlfriend, he's probably DL. If there is a guy that is East Asian, he's probably uber competitive with women, he is mean to women, and he was probably chubby when he was a kid because he was trying to eat the gay away. So check out for that, for those kinds of guys. Girl, if he is a celebrity and he's changed his name multiple times, he's probably DL. He doesn't know his identity and he's running away from his true identity. If he is a professional athlete, oftentimes he's probably going to be the loner on the team or the guy that's the biggest cheerleader. That's why a lot of those guys become coaches, and there's a lot of gay coaches in professional sports. If he is a pastor and he does a lot of one-on-one mentoring sessions with younger men, he's probably DL. Oh, also these kinds of guys. If he was in prison for more than 3 years, ask any security guard, prison guard, girl, he's DL. It's like long COVID. You're always gonna have it. I'm sorry. If he's in the military, especially the Navy is the gay bee. That's where the gay guys go. Girl, 100 men go out to sea, girl, you're going to come back with 50 couples. They are literally on a honeymoon and on a cruise sleeping on top of each other. DL. Okay? If he has more than 4 kids with multiple women, he is probably DL. If he is either Indian or Middle Eastern and he is trying to control what you're wearing, he's trying to play Barbies with you. He's DL. If he is very rough intimately, he is hate effing you because he hates himself and he hates women. Now, if he is Nigerian or Ghanaian, if he went to boarding school, he's probably DL because he had his first sexual experience with a boy. Or most of the DL men that are African have girlfriends or wives, but they either ignore them or like neglect and are very mean to them. So if you see them in public, you wouldn't even know that they're together because that's how much he's ignoring his wife. Okay? So those are the signs that I see for men that are on the DL. Let me know if you have other signs. And again, take this as like an 80-20 rule. All of these signs are DL signs, but in these groups, you see it more often. And I'm sharing this with you because, again, I want you to be safe. DL men are narcissists. I hope this helps.
2 signs that will tell you right away that your boyfriend, husband is gay. Sign number 1, you are still watching this video. You shouldn't be watching this video if you are not wondering. Sign number 2, ask him, do you have Grindr? If he says no, he's gay, because the answer should have been, what is that?
One of my first relationships after college was with a gay man. I don't think he's come out yet. But in hindsight, it was very clear. It is very clear to me that he was gay. And I'll tell you why. Number 1, he was not very nice to me. I'm not talking about, an apathetic, kind of rude, kind of grumpy. I'm talking about emotionally abusive. Call me names, would put me down. The negging turned into boulders of insults, like emotionally abusive. This is not always a sign that a man is gay, but if he is that kind of level of cruel, you got to start wondering, are you not nice to women because you just don't like women? The second thing was that he was not faithful. Multiple times. Remember, the naivete, I was fresh out of college. What I can prove, I'm pretty sure he was intimate with other people, but what I could prove was that he was messaging other women. And even then, I would probably put up with a little bit more than I will now. I'll run a very strict program now. Back then, in my early 20s, I did catch him writing messages to other women and meeting up with other women. What he did do was, because of that, start to proclaim that he was a sex addict and started attending Sex Addicts Anonymous meetings. In hindsight, I go, if you are not satisfied with 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, to the point where you become a sex addict and you're attending sex AA meetings, maybe it's because women are not the scratch to that itch. And finally, and this was the cherry on top, or bag of cherries, came home one day during the short period of time that we were living together at the end of our relationship. And like most women, I had a intimate toy. Make myself happy from time to time. I kept that, like most women, in my bedside table. I came home one day and it was not in my bedside table, and the only other person I was living with could have moved it. We didn't have a cleaning lady. I said to him, my dildo is not in my bedside table. Do you know where it is? And he was like, oh yeah, I put it in the bathroom cabinet. I said, okay. Why'd you put it in the bathroom cabinet? He goes, oh, 'cause I used it. Fuck you mean you used it? Fuck you mean you used it? He proceeds to tell me that he read somewhere that a man's G-spot is in his lamb, and he took it in the shower with him and he f***ed off in the ass with it. And, I do hope one day that he does find his truth, because here's the lesson in this story. When you don't live your truth, you harm yourself. When you don't live your truth long enough, you start to harm other people. He had a responsibility to himself first, and then to me, by not lying and living a lie in the relationship with me and wasting my motherfucking time, live in his truth. Not to mention, that was an expensive toy that I then had to throw away.
I've dated multiple closeted men, and as much as I hate to admit that, there is one sign that you need to look out for in order to identify these men. A man that is overly lustful, and I don't mean like average male lust. I mean like an over-the-top lustful, overly sexual. Babe, I know you're trying to convince yourself that you like women. I know you're trying to convince yourself that you like women because you don't. You like men. I've seen it with my own two eyes, sweetie. You can think I'm crazy all you want. When a man is abnormally lustful, I'm not talking about just lustful. Every man is lustful, but overly abnormally lustful, he does not like women, babe. He's forcing himself. And he likes it up the app. Men that are not satisfied with anything, they could have the greatest woman in front of them and they do not respect her. They just don't treat women well because they don't like women. And obviously there's nothing wrong with loving who you love, but don't be one of these men who swear that they're not and they are.
Here's how I can tell a guy is gay. Number one, he uses Instagram. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Like, it's all about taking pictures of yourself. And I feel like if you're a straight man, like, what need do you have to do that? Like, that's just a level of vanity that I feel like makes you gay. And also if you're straight, like, why are you looking at other girls on Instagram? Like, shouldn't you have a girlfriend? Number two is wearing white shoes. We all know gays love white shoes. Like, if you go to a gay party, there's just white shoes everywhere. So that's a big tell. Number three is living in a major city. Like, if you're straight, shouldn't you be like in the suburbs raising children or like working on a farm? And lastly is if he laughs, like, that's such a very gay thing. It's like giggling and shit. Like, straight men should be serious.
For the girls, okay? Your boyfriend or your fiance or your husband, they might be gay. I know, it's a crazy video, but like, hear me out. So I didn't come out till I was 22. And when I came out when I was 22, that's the first time I kind of started meeting guys. I've never been with any man till I came out. That's when I was introduced towards the apps and the dating apps. Let me tell you, the amount of straight men, the down low straight men in there. And I'm not talking about like men who are confused, men who are like, I don't know, maybe I'm straight, maybe I'm bi, maybe I am on a spectrum. These men are like, quote unquote, I am straight. They have girlfriends, they have wives, they have they have wives and children. I would remember someone would hit me up and be like, hey, my wife and kids are out of town. Can you come over? And I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. One thing I pride myself is that I have never been with a straight man. Because when I came out when I was 22, I came out with the understanding that I want to embrace who I am. And who I am, is gay and I like men. I understand if you are still figuring things out, if you are still in the closet, and you might be on a spectrum and experimenting. But if you come to me, especially on those apps, I remember like I haven't been in those apps in so long, but like, if you come to me and be like, no, I am straight, absolutely straight. I'm just here to just have fun.
Here are some signs that he's gay, but he doesn't know it yet. It's not what you think it is, because sometimes it really gets confusing. 1, he can't just hang out with the guys. He needs to be seen as cooler, stronger, or more respected. He always points out if another man is short, soft, or weak. And if there's a hot, confident guy in the room, he becomes insecure or competitive for no reason. Because he's not just observing him, he's comparing himself in a way that's low-key romantic. Another thing, watch how he hugs women. Big, friendly, easy. But with men, it's robotic. One arm side pat, quick, and avoids eye contact because touch is dangerous. His body might reveal a truth he's not ready to accept. Another one, pay attention to how he talks to women, not just what he says. For example, he's complimenting you like he's reading off a script. Things like, you're so sexy, you're so bad, you're fine as hell. But it feels empty, no actual curiosity, no genuine hunger. This is just borrowed straightness. It's like a parrot who heard this in a rap song. Yeah. Another reason that could indicate he might be gay and he doesn't even know it yet is he overcompensates with random, I love women moments. For example, you'll be watching a movie and out of nowhere, man, I love women. Women are just everything. Sir, nobody asked. Why are you randomly advertising your...
Here's some tips from a gay guy on how to tell if a guy's gay. If he makes kiss the homie goodnight jokes, like, come on, we all know you actually want to. If they expect a girl to pay for literally anything. Literally just say that you want a man to provide for you at that point. If he follows like a crazy amount of girls and has like a lot of girlfriends, like what's the point of that? Like, do you want to be one of them? If he posts a ton on social media for more than just special occasions and events, who are you posting for? Why do you want these compliments? Like, are you posting for your boyfriends? Like, I'm confused. If he gets easily excited, like, OMG, yes, girl, you are a gay boy. And lastly, if he gets easily offended, I mean, it wasn't that serious.
Signs that your boyfriend is secretly gay, or, well, if not gay, then deeply insecure. Let's talk about it. When he gets jealous of you and your accomplishments, why is your man competing with you? Why is it that when you do something well or you get a promotion, you win, he suddenly goes quiet, right? And you feel that he is not genuinely happy for you. Jealousy is not a man's trait. Why is he competing with you? If you do something super well, you should be the first person to hype you up. Because between partners, there shouldn't be any competition. There should just be a unit. He tries to outshine you all the time, and he doesn't actually understand that you are the star of the show. That's also something that is so rooted in the feminine energy. A guy needs to let you shine all the time because he understands that you are the moment, because you are the woman that makes him better, richer, smarter, etc. To humble you by making jokes about your appearance, about your ambitions, about your goals. It screams literally insecurity. Why does your man feel the need to humble you? He literally cuffed a baddie and you really let that disrespect slide. The moment a man tries to humble you in any sort of way, run. It's uncomfortable whenever you are admired by other women, by other men. Instead of hyping you up and showing you off, whenever there's another man who is complimenting you, acknowledging your beauty, your presence, instead of being the proud man by your side, he feels this tension, he feels uncomfortable. Why is that so? A true man in his masculine energy will be proud of the woman. It's also desired by others because he understands that a lot of men could want her, but the only man that has her is him. And if he doesn't operate from that mindset, he's gay. Sorry.
See, that point she made about a man competing with his own woman, that is so real. And it's something we don't talk about enough. Like, why is your partner trying to outshine you? A relationship is supposed to be a unit, right? If I'm winning, you're winning. If I get a promotion and you suddenly go quiet or try to humble me, that's not a partner. That's a rival. And she's right. It really does stem from deep-rooted insecurity. A secure man loves to see his woman at the top because he knows her success is a reflection of the team they've built together. Anyway, that's just my take on this one. I'm curious what y'all think though. Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.